What is one sentence you will never forget? I was in a grocery store with my son, who was 5 at the time. He was sitting in the cart while I was checking out. I was talking to the cashier when I noticed my son waving at someone. I turned to see who he was waving at, and it was a man who looked to be in his late 60s. He was wearing a Vietnam veteran hat. I smiled at him and went back to talking to the cashier. I noticed my son was still waving, and the man was now walking over to us. I thought it was a little strange, but I didn't think much of it. The man walked up to us and said, "Hi there, little guy." My son smiled and said, "Hi." The man then looked at me and said, "I hope you don't mind, but I just wanted to say thank you." I was confused and asked, "For what?" He said, "I was having a really bad day, and your son waved at me. It made me feel better." I smiled and said, "Of course, I'm glad he could help." The man then looked at my son and said, "Thank you, little guy." My son smiled and said, "You're welcome." The man then walked away. I will never forget the look on his face. It was a mix of sadness and happiness.